The Indiana Outdoor Adventures TV show is coming on, and don't you know they've got a new adventure planned just for you. You'll be wishing you were in the Indiana outdoors too. It may be hunting, could be fishing, or keeping alive some old tradition from the days of long ago. Well, head on out, without a doubt, with us you can go on the Indiana Outdoor Adventures TV show.
Feels like a nice fish here.
What do you got on there, you think?
Lake trout.
First one to come out here on the Indiana Shoals area.
We got, what, 4 rods in the water and 1 on already.
Yeah, that was fast. Man, that's exciting.
How's he feel, Luke? Does he feel good?
Yeah, it feels good.
He's a little guy.
Kind of cruising
I might
in.
need the bigger net.
That's what I'm fishing with big enough.
He's actually, this is for a laker and this is a little guy. The littler they are, the better they are eating.
Well, that's good, because I like to eat them.
He's like 5 pounds. When they bounce like that, just stop cranking and let him bounce. That usually pulls it off. You gotta remember we're moving 2.5 miles an hour. Just let him thrash. And then just try to, when it's close, 0 stretch on these wire lines. So you want to just let him pull to the surface. Nice lake. I think one of the prettiest fish out here. Got him. There you go, a little bit better fish. But this is the small size of these guys. These fish to me look just like a muskie. Where did I get a hold of it? This is
Yeah, Luke.
look at the spots on that thing. Is that not a beautiful fish? You see the fin clip? It's a hatchery fish.
Huh.
He came out of the hatchery. They clipped that off when he was about that big. And they clipped that fin off. He wanted that right in the top of his snoot.
Well, look at the girth on him.
Yeah, big old
This
belly.
is a perfect smoking size lake trout right here. Can we put one on the clicker?
Yeah, I'll clicker.
White bellied, beautiful fish. Got their little red tipped. All right, we'll take the rod from you.
Beautiful. Yeah, way to start it out. That's pretty nice even for a small one.
It
You
is.
know,
It is.
hardly anything to complain about. Man, that is pretty.
That's all right. We're fishing today on Lake Michigan with Angler Adventures. Captain Doug Iliff is really putting us on the fish. And I can't wait to see what we've got here on the end of this line.
See him out there? Down there, look straight up. A couple little things. He had a good fight for a small
Yeah,
guy.
for his size, he's fighting good.
One on the clicker, 6 Lakers.
$15, John.
15. Oh, he came off.
Yeah, there you go. Can't get any better than that.
And he's a stocker. Fin
Yep.
clip right there, stock fish.
We're fishing for lake trout and coho salmon mostly today. Kind of a unique thing we're finding out here is, notice he's missing a fin here. They clip those when they stock the fish so you can know if they're coming out of the DNR or they are natural bred. And believe it or not, I think this is probably going to be one of the smaller ones we catch today. So we're looking forward to filling up the box with a lot of good trout and salmon.
Our tackle, as simple as it can be, we've got a trash can or glow dodger. As it's running off that dipsy, it's thumping that bottom, scraping the paint just completely and buffing it. And behind it is this slow moving little boy blue fly. They think that's an alewife. It's just moving back and forth. The silt's being kicked up off the bottom, which is what a goby, their main food source, will go after. They see that scurrying cloud of dust off it. They come in and they eat the fly behind it. So you can use any color you want, but for my preference, any color you want as long as it's little boy blue. Anything else you can use as long as it's little boy blue. They just love it.
All right.
All right, Ryan, I've
You have
got
a bigger
2
fish
on.
on?
What are you doing, bud?
Feels pretty
Same
good.
lure.
I mean, the head shakes are.
There's some big.
Yeah, this is a bigger fish here. I think he might be at over 10 pound maybe. Oh yeah.
Something about the 40s.
Oh, yeah.
Staying from 42 to 50. Like that range. Absolutely. We had them 30s, not a bite, not a bite. We just have dropped.
Seen him flash. This is a
That
big
must be the
fish.
comfort level they're in today. He's on double. Now you go over to the
You're up,
corner.
Ron.
Right over here. Don't knock the GoPro.
Ooh, it's a dandy.
We got the wrong net for this.
Yeah, I know.
The bigger one's down in the bathroom, but
On it, or?
we get an 18-pounder, he's gonna go right through this net. We hadn't been out here laker trout fishing. Laker trout. That's a nice fish. Look how pretty that fish is in that clear water.
Yeah.
Watch that. Go dip that rod. Dip that rod. You go right to the prop wash. Pulls them right to that rod. When you get up to where it stops, just lift up and step back a little ways, or I won't be able to reach it. What do you think of our lake trout fishery? We've been here, what, 15 minutes? This is the third one on. Keep them coming. Crank on down. Crank down. Crank down. Crank down. Crank down. Just steady lift.
Oh! Oh! Like
Oh, man, you got a steady lift him, and he fell right into the net.
That is crazy.
You were pulling too hard.
Yeah. It's just zero stretch. He's got an old lamprey mark on him. Also a stock fish.
No one's listening to you, Ron. We got a bit fish in the boat.
Is that a beautiful specimen?
Man,
Feel how cold he is. He is ice cold.
Ooh, that is.
Beautiful fish. He is full of gobies. Got him?
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you the hook. Put him in that hook and keep it a little less cleaner. I know it's kind of girlish.
Yeah.
All right, Ron.
Looky there. Looky there.
Look at the girth.
Right to
Look
the
at the
center
belly, man. That
Okay, now let's pay attention to Ron. He's got a fish.
fish is full of it.
Right, good fish. 2 fish there. You put about 20 pounds of meat into the box. You can't beat that.
What's that? About a 10-pound fish?
Yeah, I'd say he's 10. Comes out here, just let him go, Ron. Just enjoy him.
Look at that rod bouncing.
Guys say that to me all the time. The rod just bounced. They said, "What should I do now?" I said, "Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it." You know.
The fish shaking his head. The fish are getting bigger. It's like pulling up an ice cube.
Ron, can you feel a little weight on it?
Yes, sir. He's just shaking his head down there.
Yeah, that's it.
I see him now. Here he comes.
Yeah.
On my rod that I was working, we finally got one. Ryan took this really fast last year. He got pretty
Dave, I'm coming right back.
And Bob lays claim to teaching you that, Ryan.
Teaching me what?
How to work that. He says he's the one that taught you how to do that.
The dipsy?
Yeah.
That was you.
Right down, lift straight up, Ron. Straight up. They're all about the same size. He's a little fatter. He's at least 11. Let's give him 11 just so there's one a pound above it. 10 or 11 anyway.
I'll go along with that.
And let's see what he's eating. They're eating alewives today. Here's another alewife in him. Just lost his head lately. But that, you look at that fly. That's what we're trying to imitate.
Yep.
Yep.
Good job, Pindy. Shot.
Well, I can just feel him jerking.
Yeah. Oh, now you got a nice little sun. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful fish. You see a clipper? He missing a fin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another stalker.
They did that with
Hold him up there so I can see him.
Cumberland River. They used to do that so you could tell if it
Back up just a little bit. You're right there. Then you get that sunshine right there. Look at the dots on this guy. Is that not a pretty fish?
Lake trout. Troy lake trout.
They don't get enough respect around here. We're running 15 different rods here right now, but we're not keying in at one certain depth because these fish are scattered. We're getting fish anywhere from the surface 3 foot all the way down to 15 foot at the deepest rod. But we've had bites on nearly every rod now out of the 15, and they're all coming on different presentations at different depths, mainly different depths, not the presentation as much. And so there's no reason to get all those rods at one depth. If we would change these rods now and put 6 or 8 of them at 10 feet, we might get those 10 feet fish. But these fish are scattered. They're in the hunt mode. They're all out looking for fish. We haven't found a big pile of fish together feeding. So by having these lures at various depths, we're picking off every fish, and we've got pretty good steady action because of that. Pull the pin and let it slide. Pull the pin and let it slide. There you go. That's what it's supposed to do. But it'll stop till it goes to that bead. There's fish. Double up. Go.
Get him.
You
No,
get
you
it. You
got
ain't got
it.
one yet. Come on, Ron.
He's on there. All right. Clear him out of the way, and you go on back to the back room.
All right, action time.
Found a couple fish here.
Oh, I like it when they flop off like that.
Easy release.
Easy release.
Pretty close to a double.
Yeah.
Get that cook up.
Oh, we're gonna call it a double. I mean, that's because this went. Well, I was still reeling in. Let's see, you got that hook put him in.
That's a nice coho right there. That's a good size, a little better size.
Yeah, I can feel him pretty good.
Nice size. 2.5 to 3 pound chunk. You take them like that all day long. This was inside. It's all over the place.
All right, Ron's got big fish for today.
25.
Yeah.
Nice fish.
He's still active too.
Okay.
We start in early April right outside the marina, up and down the walls. Those fish are in there trying to find the warmth of the spring, and then as it warms up, they slowly migrate offshore. We're the first week of May, so the fish should be moving off soon, but the alewives, the bait fish here, are in close water getting ready to spawn, so the salmon are in there feeding heavily on them. So we fished this morning in close, got some good salmon bites, and then moved out here to try to get a little play with these lake trout. The lake trout run from 10 to 15 pounds this time of the year. They're only in 40 foot of water, 5 miles from the shore, and we accomplished that goal. We did pretty good today on the lake trout, so it was a lot of fun. You don't usually get the salmon as much out here, but you can do a little twofer here. And then as the summer progresses, by June we'll be out 8 or 10 miles. As the water warms, salmon don't like that warm water, and they progressively move offshore, and we just follow them. And our season runs usually till September. And then if we get a decent king return, the kings will be back up and down those walls at 4-year-olds to spawn and die, and start it all over again. And we put the boats away and get ready for spring again next year.
Like I said, we're out after lake trout today, and we're bringing in some coho salmon. What are the other species of fish that you're bringing in here?
Right now, we've not caught one today, but there's been a lot of these 2- and 3-year-old kings that are averaging 8 to 12 pounds, king salmon. They're in here with the coho, the steelhead or rainbow trout. They're out here as well. Also didn't get one of those today. But and the brown trout. Brown trout, we do catch a lot of those in close around the rocks because they're a trout and they like that warm water. They're crawfish eaters. So you have 5 species in here. And most days you get 3 to 5. Today we only got a couple species, but we've had pretty good steady action today.
Well, plus we were kind of targeting lake trout today.
Right, we wanted to do this because this is the only time of the year we get them in here. In May, they're only in 40 foot of water. Lake trout are known not to be great fighters, but that's because most of the time they're caught in over 100 feet of water, and they just don't fight as good. This water's 44 degrees out here, and the fish are only down 40 feet, so you have a really good fight with them. And we're using wire dipsies here, so there's no stretch. A lot of good action on it. You think it gives you a better appreciation for a lake trout. They hold their own out here.
And it's always amazing to me that coming out on a boat like this, it's not like we put out 1 rod per fisherman.
No, we have 15 in the water right now.
15 rods.
Maybe 14. I think we did take the one out, but yeah.
14 rods, and we haven't been tangled or anything. But it is amazing because we've got rods out to the side. We're running planer boards on those. We've got dipsy divers off the sides. We've got downriggers off the stern here and off to the side. So we've got a wide variety. And you're doing this because
there's fish at different levels of this water column, anywhere from the surface. Most of the coho this time of the year in the top 10 feet of water. These lake trout in 40 foot of water, they're on the bottom. Kings tend to be mid-level fish. They're usually underneath the coho. So out of these 15 rods, there's not 2 of them at the same depth. They're at different depths, and we've caught fish on pretty much every rod today at high and low spots. They're cruising around looking for bait, and they can be in different depths. So we're fishing these planer boards, which is definitely the coho go-to outfits, and we're getting those fish less than 10 feet of water.
Right.
And these
one was only 3 feet from the boat.
3 feet from the boat, right next to a coho are curious fish. They tend to come into the noise of the boat. So
hey Doug, if somebody wants to come out, how can they get more information? What's the web page? How many people can they bring? What have you got to offer? Well,
for our groups, we're from 1 person to 6 people. That's what most Coast Guard rules are for the boat, 6 passengers per boat. They can get on my website at anglers-adventure.com or call me directly on my cell at 404-787-7823, or go to the Indiana North Coast Charter Association website, and there's a list there of some 16 captains all in this local area: Hammond Harbor, over at Burns Ditch and Michigan City. Have some fine captains out there, so if you're visiting an area close by, we're 20 minutes from downtown Chicago. 3 to 5 casinos right by us. If people are into the casinos, we get discounted room rates at some of the casinos and other area hotels for people while they're in town. So we pretty much got whatever you need here.
Great. I know we're having a great time today, catching a couple different species of fish, and we're getting some nice sized fish. So
right, yeah.
We'll take a look in the cooler after a bit to see what all we brought in.
Yeah, we've got a good haul of fish. Going to be a good mess of fillets to take home.
Special thanks to Anglers Adventure today, Captain Doug, thank you very much, and Ryan, we appreciate everything you did for us today and putting us on some fish and having a good time here at Lake Michigan on the Indiana side.